Sure, Gabby, time flies. I mean, look at the time. It's already this time of the morning. It's food o'clock, and Gabby has a spring roll extravaganza for us. Yeah.
I don't have that much rhythm as you, so I'm not going
Clover
to try and do
cheese is for those who love life, where everything falls into place and melts away our cares, adding joy and stretching our imagination. Elite quality, elite taste, elite texture.
Made with love by Clover.
Oh yes, a spring roll extravaganza. You had it right. You've never really had a spring roll until you've tried homemade ones. And that's a fact. Our Clover, Feta and lamb spring rolls, they make for the perfect snack and are great for entertaining. If you're an entertainer like me, you're going to love these ones. You might want to make a double batch to keep around for when you need them. And the thing is, you are going to need them, but good luck keeping them around for when you need them later. Gabby, San Giorgio, you are bringing all of the magic this morning. Spring rolls, I love them.
I know, they're so good. And with our air fryer, it makes it so much easier.
Yes.
And a bit lighter as well.
Indeed, but these ones pack major flavor, right?
Yes, no, they are. They're very
Let's go.
Greek theme we've got going this morning.
I love
our
that.
beautiful Clover Feta.
Great.
So what I've got here is our pan with some oil.
Okay.
I've got some onions over here. And I've got some finely chopped carrots.
Fantastic. You've got to finely chop them because if they're going to go into spring rolls, you don't want them big and too chunky.
Yes,
you can't
exactly.
have that.
And you also don't want it to take too long to cook because you know life is busy.
Yeah, life is busy. There is really no time for that.
So pretty much, everyone kind of knows, like with onion, if you have the time, slow cook it for a good 15 minutes. If you're kind of like, I'm in a bit of a rush, you know, you can kind of flash fry and it's all good. And also some people kind of like that more raw oniony taste. So, and I think with spring rolls, you can kind of get away with it. So,
and
it
can be fun. You can really get away with that. So does it help and does it make any influence or does it change anything the fact that we're going to be using an air fryer to really seal these and bring the magic to life at all? So if you're not slow cooking or slow sort of frying your onions, could the air fryer make up for that time?
Yes, it will. I mean, it will cook a bit more further in the, obviously in the air fryer.
Nice.
But obviously the nice thing with that is it kind of will, you know, crisp up your pastry.
Okay.
So we're adding some lamb mince here today, so we've got a proper Greek feel. If you are someone that doesn't eat meat, you can quite easily swap this for a soy mince.
Okay.
Which will give you a very similar reaction.
Yeah, well, reaction or experience.
Experience is the word
there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm basically just going to pop my mince in here just to make it a bit more brown.
Yeah, I love that.
And then I'm obviously adding some garlic, which is obviously very important. And then the spices we are using today is ground coriander and ground cumin.
And that's the beauty of spices, Gabby, and I always say, is there are so many spices out there that are untapped. And I love when people experiment and play with all sorts of different spices. Coriander, yes, that's one we're using today, but if whatever you've got at home, I think would be great, right?
Yes,
to be able to do this
definitely.
with.
I mean, cumin's always nice when you're making meat. I mean, it always you know, kind of gives you that. Or even something Middle Eastern, like a falafel, always works very well.
Yes, queen.
Actually, now I think about this, it's actually could be quite nice with chickpeas. Just thinking.
Gabby, your thoughts are magic. I love that.
Well, and on that note, let's add our spices, so ground coriander and our cumin. And then the herbs we have got here today is some fresh parsley and a bit of fresh coriander. Or if you want to kind of keep with your kind of Greek Mediterranean theme, then I would say also some chopped mint could be really nice as well.
Love that. What you're going to be seeing is that we're going to be making use for our spring rolls. We're going to be using our Clover Feta cheese for its crumbly texture. You can use any of the flavors, herbs, plain or black pepper. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is it does come in all of those flavors, really allowing you to go the extra mile in how you're able to bring this and express it in your favorite style of spring rolls and flavors that you want to get out. Look at that all coming together. I mean, that looks amazing.
Thank you. So pretty much now what we're going to do is we just, I mean, you can still see our meat's still a little bit raw. So what I'm going to do here is we're still going to allow this to cook. As soon as you, as you know, the chef, are happy with how your meat is being cooked, then what you're going to do is you're going to turn your heat off. And just as about it's like a little bit more cool, we've got our beautiful Clover Feta here, which we're going to literally crumble into the mince. Give it a little stir through.
Okay, cool. So I want you to help me with this because, I mean, these are so delicate, and I think that they're so delicate you don't want to be leaving them to someone like me to use.
You're going to laugh. I never work with Milo because I'm not the most delicate person when it comes to this.
Are you also not?
So this is going to be a very interesting spring roll. Hopefully you can do this beautifully as they've done over there.
It comes out looking like this. But listen, if you want to give your spring rolls even more elite taste, elite quality and elite texture, rather simply, what you need to do is add more cheese.
Just add more
Clover,
cheese.
cheddar cheese, or Tussers. You really can never go wrong by adding more cheese. And if you do not have an air fryer at home, don't worry. I haven't got one myself, but you can still bake the spring rolls at about 200 degrees in the oven, and it'll still come out. Ooh,
now you're mixing the egg.
Good, and now I'm messing everything
That's
up.
fine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
So you've
do
got
this
the
here.
pastry.
Okay, so we got our pastry
cool.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably having someone that knows their phyllo pastry so well being like, I wouldn't do it like that, but okay. The most important thing is that these are going to taste
judgment.
delicious.
This is a place of safety, and this is a place where we really make it our own. So you're allowed to play with it and experiment with it and make it your own. So basically, you're delicate. If you're not, you're not.
Exactly. So pretty much what you need to know from at home is we're going to cut this into long rectangles because then we want to roll it, obviously, to make our...
To be like that.
To be like that.
Okay, cool. Great.
So pretty much I'm going to do just one as an example. So I'm going to do some long rectangles. So I think... You're going to do it like this.
Look at you. I mean, you first start by giving us a disclaimer and saying, no, this is not the way to do it.
Listen, we haven't rolled it yet, so
you've got the precision. So far, you are doing so well. You're coming through with the precision that I am looking for.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Pleasure.
So we're going to kind of just like, separate that here. And then we've obviously got our mince that have cooked with all of our herbs and our Clover Feta.
Good.
And what I'm going to do over here is kind of put our filling in here. Oh, wait, I'm lying. We don't do that first. That was the bad example.
Okay, cool.
So what you're going to do is take that back out, because I was lying, and we're going to start with the most important part of pastry, is butter.
Spring rolls are fun, and I suppose it makes sense that the process to getting to the fun part of spring rolls is just as fun and as playful. I really do find that that's what they are. But listen, that's going to be happening. You're going to be
our butter. Butter is the most important part.
And then you're going to get your goedes.
Yes, thank you very much. So start that again. Now we've got our mince, so we've done our beautiful butter.
Yes.
And now we're going to put our mince in.
Okay, cool.
Keep it like generous, but obviously you're not going to make it too full, otherwise it's going to be super awkward to roll.
The beauty of all of this is we've prepared a whole recap for everyone to see step by step
of what to do
this, how to do it, what not to do.
What not to do.
As well, you will see that. But if you want this recipe, we've also made it pretty simple for you at home. You can go on our website. It's expressoshow.com. The recipe is listed on there with all of the ingredients you're going to need, as well as the steps. You are doing such a fantastic job, Gabby, rolling there. I mean, you lied. You said you couldn't do it, but you are doing it. Look at you, a queen right after my own heart on Women's Month. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But if you missed any of this, or you want to really just remind yourself how to get it right, watch this recap. You're doing well.
Made with love by Clover.